everybody, Chris here from IPD, and I'm standing here with some people from the product team. We've got Paul and Ken. You guys are all familiar with us here. We're working on a new project here in the shop that, if any of you follow me on social media, you've seen that we've done a little sneak peek into what's going on. Right now, IPD is capitalizing on the overland sector that's been booming, and we thought that there would be no better car than to have an XC70 with a different type of engine and drivetrain in it, which we are transplanting the V8 Volvo engine that was commonly found in the XC90 and the S80. It's a 4.4 liter V8 that we are going to be putting into a P3 chassis XC70 that originally came with a 3.2 liter. Without going into too many details, Ken acquired this engine many moons ago. Why does IPD have a brand new, or almost brand new V8 4.4 Yamaha built Volvo engine here in our facility?
Well, this is left over from a program that Volvo had where after they finished the launch of the S80 V8 cars, they wanted to encourage people to consider the performance aspects of the Yamaha Volvo V8 motor. And so they gave powertrains to several different companies with the eye towards making projects out of them to kind of build a little bit of the cachet around the Volvo V8. And this one has been sitting here far too long. We should have done something with it a long time ago, and now we are.
Yeah, and so finally we just looked at it and we're like, okay, we're building overland vehicles. We figured the best way to move forward would be to use this V8 that we have at our disposal into an XC70. We started doing research and we got Paul involved on doing a lot of the research, and we've actually had to acquire probably more cars than what we wanted, right?
Definitely.
What are the big bugaboos that we had to come across with taking on this project?
There are definitely some parts that are very different between the 6 cylinders and the 8 cylinders. The braking system, for example.
Right.
Newer Volvos like the 3.2 and the T6 have a vacuum pump that's driven by the cams that this V8 does not have, so we are going to need to change the brake booster over. And that may also involve changes to the ABS system, like the master cylinder and the ABS actuator.
Right.
Some of this is uncharted territory. Those things we know we need to change, and there's things that we're only finding out as we get the car torn apart to this state that are becoming obvious now that this is a gotcha. This is something that will have to be changed, or in a lot of cases, because these newer cars are so modular, these are things that can stay the same.
Right. So we've acquired an S80 2008. We first bought this 2009 XC70 that was exactly what we were looking for. Had a boatload of miles on it. Very well taken care of. The interior, the paint, the chassis, everything's great on the car. I actually felt kind of bad tearing the motor out of it because it was still in really good shape even at 190,000 miles. But we wanted to be able to find a really good working chassis that we're going to lift and do all the suspension work on and all that kind of stuff and outfit it like an overland vehicle. But we wanted to completely transplant the whole entire drivetrain over into the V8. By doing that, we also had to acquire an S80 just so we can look at things and do some research, which we've been doing bit by bit. We do know of a few people that are out there that have done this around the world, maybe 2, maybe 3, I don't know, but we knew that we had the resources in-house to make it all happen, so why not? So here we are, and we appreciate you guys tuning in. And just to bring you up to date to where we're at so far, we spent a couple days here and there, it's a few hours, removing the entire 3.2 liter out of the XC70. That is done. Huge. It's a really big engine, actually, compared even to the V8 that's here. But we've already done all the research on all the pieces that we need, all the stuff that we have. We're not doing a step-by-step tutorial. This is just going to be an overview, so I just want to be clear with that. We're not trying to make anything to where people could go out and do this. We just want to show that we are, you know, enthusiasts here in the company, and we had this available to us, and we want to go out there and do something kind of cool. So here we are documenting an overview of our engine build or engine swap, sorry, over into the XC70 platform. So should be a lot of fun, and we hope you guys enjoy us documenting this and showing you bit by bit what we're doing. What I do want to do is make sure to give a big shout out to DLR Nordic. They're a pre-owned Volvo dealership here in Portland, Oregon. They were kind enough to acquire a Volvo S80 that already had a V8 in it. We're basically going to be using this for reference, looking at certain things on it basically as we move forward through the project. But I just want to say big shout out to DLR for hooking us up with this S80 so we have a point of reference on a lot of the stuff that we're moving forward in or that we might have questions about. So thank you, DLR. So we appreciate everybody tuning in for episode 1. We're going to try and keep everybody updated with our marketing manager every week. So we'll continue to do episodes on YouTube and throughout our social media platforms and on our website and blog. But as you can see, this engine here came on the subframe. It's got a ton of components. We've done all that research to know what's going to swap over, what's not going to work. Yeah, we appreciate you guys tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you each week as we move forward.